Welcome to the weekend, Falcon team. We've had an amazing week, and it's time for another blast. Hey, I want to get things started with a celebration. I'm sure you guys have seen that Sky High Challenge temperature gauge that has been in our lobby from our PSO. The goal was $8,000 throughout the month of October that our PSO is shooting to collect and have donated from our families within our community. It's awesome to say that we've raised $7,000 so far during the month of October. We've got 2 weeks left to try to hit this goal. I know many of you guys submitted some fantastic PSO wishes that you're hoping will be fulfilled. By the looks of this right now, we might be fulfilling a lot of wishes. So I am just super excited. I'm sure you are. And if you see any of our PSO members, give them a big thank you for all they're doing for our school and to support these wishes within our school. Now I'd like to get into some amazing instructional practices this week. I saw a ton of cooperative learning going on. And guys, some of the things that I'm really loving is how naturally it's beginning to occur in your classes. So I was in, oh my goodness, I was in Dr. McGee's class where think, pair, share was just naturally happening. I saw it in Sarah Wabi's class. I saw it in Miss Mueller's class. This is happening so often where we are providing information or sharing information or asking questions of students. We're giving them just a moment of time to consider their own thinking or even to jot it down. Then we're having them turn either to a shoulder partner or to a face partner to discuss with one another. And then we're giving opportunities class-wide for our students to either share what they shared with their partner or what they learned. What you are doing every time you do this is you are having individual students contribute their voice and contribute ideas to your class, and your entire class is benefiting and learning from it. So keep up the great work with this. This week specifically, I also want to give a shout out to Miss Wabi, who used a gallery walk technique within her classroom. She had kids looking at various inventions throughout her class and then talking together about how meaningful those inventions were in the past and how they had an impact on farming in our current society. So excellent job, Miss Wabi. It was a great way to get the kids up and moving and engaged with one another before they started digging into those inventions and their impact a little deeper. And then in Miss Reese's class this week, her students were engaged in a lesson on figurative language. She did an excellent job of using a gallery walk technique as well to support her students with giving examples of how they could use specific figurative language in their writing. The students then had an opportunity to post some of those examples throughout the room on the appropriate posters, as you see mentioned there. There's one particular poster on the screen. After they had an opportunity to then post those, she gave kids the chance to go with their groups and to view all of the examples. One thing that she did that was just really, really cool, in addition to all of the rest of this, is that she had one pink Post-it on every single poster. And she told the students to find one example that they thought could use more figurative language, and whatever that favorite example was, to rewrite it containing more figurative language. It was awesome to see the kids engage and to then determine which example they thought could use more figurative language and then work together to rewrite that example on the pink Post-it and then share it with one another. And then with the class. Once again, it shows how each student's examples and learning can benefit the class as a whole. Great job, Miss Wabi, and great job, Miss Reese. Next, I want to share an assessment capable learning technique that I saw take place. And once again, it was using a gallery walk strategy. In Jen Jorgensen's 7th grade science class this week, she was having her students give presentations. And not only did she give her students clear criteria prior to developing their product, which they were presenting, but she decided to do these presentations in a gallery walk where each group would have a docent that would stay behind and would present. That docent had to present at least twice to groups as they were traveling around in the gallery walk. Every student within the group presented, and every student within the group presented at least twice, sometimes 3 times to different groups. The other piece that was excellent is that she used the same scoring guide to give to each student in the class, and they were instructed to evaluate the presentations, evaluate the product created by each group, and provide clear and direct feedback using that scoring guide. It was a fantastic strategy to see in action because not only were kids engaged in evaluating and in giving feedback to the presenter, but I could see the presenter improving each time they presented. And it's such a switch from a whole class presentation where students typically get super anxious, but only get to present one time, with having to share 2 to 3 times to different groups. These students were getting a lot of feedback to improve their performance, and it was really helping to teach others about the important concepts within that project. Once again, excellent job of an assessment capable learning. Thanks to Ms. Jorgensen for letting me come in and see that in action. Don't you forget about me. Okay, last but not least, we are to the Remember section. And in that Remember section, we've got 3 important things that I want you to keep in mind. First and foremost, coffees and cookies. We need coffees and cookies. You need coffees and cookies because you deserve it. It is a celebration for you. Today marks the end of the first quarter. Guys, you've worked so tremendously hard. We wanted to do a little something to celebrate you and honor you. And so please make sure that you check that out in the Monday memo. We also had it in the midweek update just to give you a little advance notice. You should have gotten little coupons or tickets in your mailboxes. There's also that Google form. If you don't have time to stop by between 7 a.m. and 9 a.m., our office staff does an amazing job of fulfilling those coffee and cookie orders and bringing them right to your classroom door. So hope you find something that you love, and we just want you to feel celebrated for all the work that you're doing. Secondly, I want you to remember, make sure that you disable your conference links on Wednesday. It's Wednesday because parents have by the end of the day Tuesday. So you need to disable them by Wednesday. And then our final conferences for fall will be on Thursday night. Thanks again for all of your preparations and the work you're doing with students as well to have them evaluate their learning. I've been seeing a lot of that before parent-teacher conferences. Last but not least, I want to remind you that this upcoming week will be Red Ribbon Spirit Week. We will have Spirit Week attire days, as we all know and love. We would love for you to participate in those days. Please see below in the Monday memo for the schedule of those attire days. All right, Falcons, once again, it's been a really great week. We thank you for your flexibility and your support and understanding as we've had some illnesses that have run through our administrative team. You really have been great. And we look forward to an amazing next week. And so have an awesome weekend. We'll see you Monday.